Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. I know, long time no here. Happy Halloween. It's been I just been busy doing stuff around the ranch here. I took the summer off. I've always read about traders taking the summer off, so I said, what the heck? So if you've been following my videos, you know I built the party shack and been doing stuff with pallets around the ranch, and also been getting involved with the union here, the SEIU Local 503. Um, I guess probably most of you don't know. Um, I have a friend that I do home health care. I do that 1 day a week. Um, and so I work for the state. I do it. I do it for free, and I only do it for friends. And I've known this guy for decades, and he's just a little bit older than me. But you know, due to laws, I can't really get into much detail, so I just have to leave it at that. You know, think of it as like a community service, or helping your fellow human out. And I joined the union because I was having problems with a couple of the organizations, the Oregon Department of Human Services and the Oregon Home Care Commission. So I've been giving them hell because you guys probably know I don't back down, just like out in the trading forums. So I just have that, I guess you could call it a polarizing personality. But anyway, back to trading. So someone asked me to explain the TRO2017 multimeter OPCLPM. OP open, CL close, PM previous middle. So give you a little primer here. So this is the indicator right here, and basically it tells you where the open, how far it opened from the previous middle on the time frame. And so this 1 means the previous middle 1 bar ago. You can set it for 2 bars ago or 3 bars ago, etc. And also the close. Now once the bar changes, the open, since the open doesn't move and the previous middle doesn't move, these numbers stay fixed. But the close, the current price, is dynamic. So as that moves, these numbers will change. Okay. And so, okay, how do you use it? What's it good for? Well, it's good for a few things. You can either trade towards the previous middle or away from it. You can trade the crossover. As you can see here, actually, there's an indicator I probably should have put on this chart. I'm thinking maybe I should have put the TRO mid dots. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, what do we want to do here? Oh, let's just go with what we have. So here we go. It's been a while, so I'm a little rusty making these videos. Bear with me. So you can see here, price went above the previous high, crossed down below it. You want it to come, it's heading back toward the previous middle. So you might want to trade towards the previous middle. I think I just might have to put those other, put that other indicator on. Let's see, that would be TRO mid dots. There we go. Input, so previous middle true, current middle, let's leave that at false. Okay, so here we've got the mid dots. So, as you can see, price many times will head towards the previous middle. Now, this is on the hourly, so you can see here that the previous middle for close, previous middle 4. So using the HL5 indicator along with this, you get the same result. Now, where I used the previous middle was on the daily. And if we look at the daily here, you can see what happens if price crosses the previous middle. Now, the Australian US dollar isn't one of my main traders. I'm usually focused on dollar, yen, euro, yen. Let's see what the euro yen looks like. This is a better view here. So you can see here, if you take that previous midpoint crossover, there's money to be made right here. Here's another one. Almost any time, even here on a crossover. See, if it doesn't cross, there's no trade. So that was one of my very first trades in my bag of tricks back in the buy zone days, previous midpoint. So I would just wait for the previous midpoint on the daily and on the hourly, because a lot of times you can get a good cross. So you can see here it touched and reversed. So a lot of times it will repel and sometimes it will attract. It just depends on where that midpoint is in the big scheme of things. So this is just basically a digital gauge showing you the distance. So you can say, look and see whether or not you've got a trade near, or if you're in a trade, from there you can basically see how many pips, or if you've missed a trade, if you're thinking about a trade. So it's just a gauge to look at the previous middle on all the time frames here. So you can also use it as a bias. Once again, you can pick, do you want to trade towards it, the previous middle, or away from it? Now, the thing to think is, if price starts out far away from the previous middle, you might have a good chance to fade it, but nothing is 100% here. So in this case, fading the middle wouldn't have worked. In this case, it was a small profit. Here, you never even got the trade. So, but somebody might say, well, geez, why would you go short? You're in an uptrend. So if that's what you believe, then you're saying the closer it gets to that previous middle, you want to wait for a confirmation for it going the other way. So you would be trading away from it. But sooner or later, things change, and you might want to trade towards it. So in this case, you had higher high, higher high, higher high. Didn't quite make it, so now here we go to the previous middle, and there was profit to be made. So that's pretty much it. Only trade long. What indicator is that? That is... Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure what indicator's putting that out. Oh, it must be this blank. I must have been testing something. That's what that is. Okay. That just got left up on here. Yeah, I was testing something. Okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm a little rusty here. I'll be getting back into it. The rains have started. It's getting a little colder, so I'll be spending more time inside as opposed to outside pulling nails and having that kind of fun. So look forward to some updates to indicators. Maybe I'll throw a new indicator out. I'm already contemplating the 2018 version of the dashboard, which will have some new features. So traders, stay tuned, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me. So, as always, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to drain the banks.